welcome TvCircle, and today we have an international guest. We are so glad to have here Leee John. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Andrea. I love your name, Andrea Della Rocca.
Yes, this is my name. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to have you here, and I have to start talking about your career. Your songs have always carried a strong emotional impact. Where do you draw inspiration from when writing your lyrics?
Oh, wow. Well, with the first track that I wrote for Imagination, Body Talk, I was still very young, and, we had all these very sexy dreams and, really, it was a very sensuous, a very moody film feeling. And with Body Talk, it was, it took me on a fantasy, when I first wrote that. And then songs like In and Out of Love, they were true feelings, they were true situations, here today, gone tomorrow, about lost love, and devoted love and things like that. So there are many different things. So Good, So Right, some things are good, some things are right, it's all different situations. Music and Lights was about basically Hollywood, and thinking about today and positivity and, and having a good time and forget your sorrows, they all fade away. And some of these songs are still relevant in today's, society,
Okay. How would you describe the evolution of your musical style from the 1980s to today?
Oh, wow. My music has evolved in many different ways because I've done many collaborations. Recently, I had a very big record, The Lost Chord with the Gorillaz. And that got me a completely new audience. It was great. All of a sudden they're discovering Leee John, but I still kind of gave a little bit of the old sound in the production, working with Damon Albarn and his team, who are fantastic. We did a video which has had 15, 20 million views. So it got me a completely different thing. I also recorded in 2005 a jazz album in Rochefort in France, Feel My Soul, which did phenomenally well for me. I have a jazz quartet where we do very special shows, and it's a fusion of jazz, R&B, and funk, but it's very stripped down. So for me, the musicality of my being has grown a hell of a lot more. And it would do because with technology, technology has grown. And so from that, I've also developed myself. I've done a few different collaborations with the Brazilian singer George Facillo from Brazil. We did a record, Solitude. He sang in Brazilian and I sang in English. So that was a lovely combination. I'm working with a lot of different people. Plastic Bertrand in Belgium. We did Don't Stop the World. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of different collaborations, all various different musical styles. I did a reggae track with Dennis Bavell, big reggae producer. He's the king of dub. He's really, really cool. For his album, I've done recently You're a Big Girl Now, which is going to be on his album. And I enjoy the different collaborations, musicalities. I'm not just living in the past. I'm kind of forward thinking. So I will always take essence from the past, but I always kind of try and keep it up to date. But I like my soul, I like my jazz, I like my gospel, I love my Motown, so these influences are still there, and some of the music of today.
In 1983, you appeared in an episode of Doctor Who. How did that opportunity come about?
The opportunity for me to be in Doctor Who came, my manager and myself were in the BBC bar talking to the producer, John Nathan Turner, because an actor had fallen out of the part. He was supposed to do the part, but I think he was sick or something. So he asked if would I play the part. So my manager said, yes, Leee can do it. Leee can do it. I sat there thinking, oh, what? So he says, yeah, Leee can do it. It's a done deal. And I thought, oh, okay. I didn't know who I was going to be, Was I going to be a dialect or was it going to be a cybernaut? I had no idea. But I was in Doctor Who with some great actors.
Over the years, you tackled the social themes through your music and activism. Which causes are closest to your heart and why?
Well, I have been a patron for SOS Children. I've produced 3 documentaries for them. It's a very, very close charity to me because I went to Africa and I experienced seeing, you know, these children, you know, the poverty, the issues that they have in these territories. And I was in Zambia. We did a film for Zambia. We did one in Tunisia. We did one in South Africa. And it's close to my heart. You know, I do it because I feel that giving back is very, very important. So I'm involved in that. I'm involved in the Terence Trust Higgins, which is for the cure for AIDS. I'm involved in cancer charities. You know, I also, my mother, she's been involved in charitable work for many years. So I'm just kind of following in her line and helping her. So it's just a natural thing, you know. I'm very blessed, been very, very blessed in doing what I'm doing. So if I have a moment, a chance to give something back, then, you know, why not?
Yeah, congratulations for this project. It's I think it's amazing. And now tell us about your next tour, and you'll be also in Italy.
Yes, well, I'm hoping to be in Italy in August, but there's a chance that I'll know maybe next week whether we'll be in Catania, maybe in Catania ending of June, maybe. I'm bringing the band over. So we're looking forward to it. It's been a while since I've been to Italy, and in September, I should possibly be doing maybe a TV as well. So yeah, so I should be in Italy for the summer.
Okay. Now I have to thank you so much for being with us, and for me it was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure for being with you, Andrea. Take care. And to all the Italian fans, if you want to check out what I'm doing, please go to www.leejohn.com with 3 E's, Leee.com, or you can go to my Instagram, the official Leee John on Instagram. And I'm also on Facebook, Leee John, and also on all the different social media platforms. On TikTok as well. I'm on TikTok. So looking forward to seeing everybody, and baci, baci, baci.
Baci. Many kisses. Bye.
Bye.